Thank you very much. Now we are going to listen to Dr. Peter Arbay, Deputy Director and Head of the International Recruitment of the University of Pécs. Please have the floor.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Let me first try to share my screen. Please let me know if you can see it.
We can see it. Yes.
Okay, now I'm jumping one slide. Did it jump for you?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. So again, thank you very much for having me today. It's a tremendous honor to be here with you, and a special welcome goes out to Miss Anna Ola at the Eötvös Loránd University. Bonnie, it's so great to have you back in this business, and I can't wait to get back traveling with you. Without further ado, let me just jump in. I think you've already seen these kind of maps. A lot of times you can see that Pécs is located in the southern west corner of Hungary, very close to the Croatian border, very close to the seaside, and basically, as we like to say, together with about 10 other European countries, Hungary is the heart of Europe. Regarding the city of Pécs, just some bits. Pécs is an amazing university town, a wonderful historical city that's history dates back to basically thousands of years. It's been the European Capital of Culture in 2010, and it is a UNESCO Learning City since 2017. I'd like to highlight, which is especially important for the parents, that Pécs, along with basically every Hungarian city, provides a very secure environment for studying. Regarding the university, in a nutshell, the University of Pécs was established in 1367, over 650 years old, which makes us the first university in Hungary. Out of our 20,000 students, we have almost 5,000 who are coming from abroad, representing 114 different countries. So this is a really international campus that we are talking about. And the message here, and I'm going to highlight it later on for you, that wherever you're coming from, you're not going to be alone. You're not going to be the only one coming from your region, from your country, from your religion, from your, social and culture background. The University of Pécs was also the first Hungarian university to offer English study programs. Since the early 1980s, it was medicine. So the University of Pécs also offers full degree programs in medicine, dentistry, and pharmacy in English. Obviously in a fee-paying format. So if you are interested in, then you can contact me later on in that. And this is already an outdated slide, because currently we have around 1,100 students with the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship program, covering around 60 sending partners. The University of Pécs is among the top 2.5% of international higher education, according to the QS World University rankings. And our study programs are having a lot of different international accreditations. Just highlight one: our business administration bachelor program have acquired the EFMD EPAS accreditation, and now belongs to the elite group of around 100 business schools in the world that has this level of accreditation. Just to give you some nutshells, in a nutshell, some news developments. Our medical school just got a brand new building, a brand new campus that you can see on the right side of the screen. On the left side of the screen, you can see our health sciences faculties, again, brand new simulation lab. We also starting to build a brand new campus, which we call the Technology and Innovation Park, which is going to have a knowledge management center, a digital data analysis and laboratory center, covering the areas that are that can be read here, with smart healthcare technologies, hydrogen technologies, raw material research center, and so on. And we're also going to have this interdisciplinary innovation center with biomedical engineering, pharmaceutical research and development, and so on and so on. So most probably by the time you get there, you will be able to enjoy these brand new facilities. Regarding the sending countries and the diversity that I was mentioning, as you can see, the top 12 sending countries of this year, we have a huge batch of students coming from Germany, China, Iran, Norway, Pakistan, you know, all corners of the world. And currently, we are very proud to be the home of 56 students from Egypt studying at the University of Pécs, mainly under the framework of this scholarship program. Regarding the portfolio of the university, we are a comprehensive university. As we used to say, we offer every major study field except for agriculture and veterinary medicine. I saw that there was a question in the chat box about veterinary medicine. There's a wonderful school specialized in this in Budapest. This is not who we are. You can see some tuition fees right here as we are talking about the scholarship program. You know that these prices are not relevant for you. But if you are looking for study programs that are not supported in the study in the scholarship program, then you know. Feel free to contact me, and I'm pretty sure we can work out a wonderful offer for you. Regarding the application requirements, obviously we would like to ask you to upload the certificate of your previous studies. When it comes to requirements, we are looking for students from the IB diploma program with 30 points onwards. And in the A-level AS, so the GCSE standards, a combined level of BBC from the relevant subjects to the course that you are applying to, or if you are applying for masters, then obviously we're interested in your bachelor's degree. If you're applying for PhD or DLA studies, we are interested in your master's degree. We also ask for your transcripts of previous studies. There are some specific entry requirements for special study programs. For example, for architecture, we require you to upload a certain portfolio of drawings, because obviously you need a very good hand drawing skills for architecture. Again, we have a wonderful school for music and visual arts. So if you're interested in painting or, I don't know, piano studies, then we also require a portfolio of such. For the medical programs, as you can see, general medicine, dentistry, and pharmacy, there is a written test. This is a multiple choice test in chemistry, biology, and physics. Or you can opt for the BMAT, the biomedical admission test, which is an internationally accessible entrance exam for many medical schools around the world. If your application, if your previous education was not held in English, so if you studied in English in high school, then that's all right, and we do not require any further proof of language proficiency. If that's not the case, then we require you to upload something. We require, so we accept a wide range of international language exam certificates, but obviously I think the best is to go for IELTS or TOEFL, because these are internationally recognized at basically every university around the world. Regarding the level of language proficiency, we are looking for students who have a minimum of 5.5 in IELTS or a minimum of 72 points in TOEFL IBT. I have to highlight that this is the bare minimum. So to be honest, with a 5.5 IELTS, it's really hard to get yourself through the university studies. But this is where we start considering applications. And for every application or every study program, we also had an online interview. The online interview covers basically two areas. One is to discover your educational background, to see that what you've studied before is really fitting to our curriculum. The other part is basically to see how character is fitting to our university, because even though we have around 5,000 international students, so it is considered a huge community of international students, we also like to keep it, you know, family size. And it is important for us that whoever is coming to Pécs is gonna have a good time, is gonna, you know, fit in, have a smooth transition. Because to be honest, you can be a very bright student, but it can also happen that even, you know, despite your high grades, you're not gonna have a good time in Pécs because you're looking for some kind of different experience. If that's the case, we're not going to force into you something that it's not going to be good for you. But on the other hand, we just we just want to make sure that you're going to have a good time and you're going to have fun throughout your studies, because to be honest, it's also part of the university experience. So again, in the IB system, we're looking for 30 points and onwards. In the GCSE system, we're looking for 3 A levels with a combined grade of BBC in the relevant subjects. And regarding for the medical programs, we have a multiple choice test in physics and chemistry and biology, or you can opt for the BMAT. And regarding the English tests, we're looking for IELTS 5.5 minimum, or TOEFL IBT 72, or comparable internationally recognized English tests. It's important to highlight, we've been discussing it a bit ago, that the scholarship covers your dormitory fee. We are happy to say that we provide automatic dormitory placement for every first-year international student. So this is, I think, a very important thing that we can provide. And we also have a wonderful program that we call the International Student Ambassador Program, who are current students who you can contact and get a more honest opinion, a more in-person opinion on their experience in Pécs. We have a student from Egypt who's an ambassador this year. She's Ganatala. You can find her contact details there, her email address. She's studying communication and media science bachelor's. Yeah, you can just get in touch with her to have a better understanding of what it's like studying at the University of Pécs. Basically, that was it. You can reach out to me on my personal email, or you can call me on this phone, or you can WhatsApp me if that's more convenient for you. Obviously, there's a tons of information on our website, Facebook page, or Instagram. But obviously, I'm going to stay here for the end of until the end of the session. So if there's any question in private or in the main chat, I'm happy to answer that. So yeah, thank you for your attention, and I hope to see many of you in Pécs as soon as possible. Take care and have a lovely day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And then, so we don't have lots of time, and we don't want to get the questions. I think at the end of the session, we will see all the questions left. But a very important one is on the chat, that if the IELTS exam is an academic or a general one, because we do have in Egypt two of IELTS exams. One is general and one is academic.
I think, I mean, I can speak on the behalf of our university, but I think that both types are accepted. I think that's the case for all the universities, but I'm not sure.
Thank you very much. And now we're going to listen to Mrs. Anna Maria. I hope I do pronounce the names right. It's not that bad, because my first language actually German. So Mrs. Anna Maria Secchi from the University of Szeged, International Coordinator. Please, you have the floor.
Yes. Thank you, Ola. Can you hear me? Can you please confirm?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. I will try to share my screen, and thank you, Peter, for your bright presentation. You really put the bar high, and you actually said everything I plan to talk about. The University of Szeged. Just sorry, I have a short problem. Why is it not moving? Yeah, my screen is just frozen. So in case my presentation won't start, then I'm going to share it with you definitely and send you all the links I collected. I'm really sorry we tried the system, but it seems like it's not going to work. So I'm Anna Maria Szécsi, Stipendium Hungaricum coordinator at the University of Szeged, and I am here to represent the whole Stipendium office from our university with my colleague, Ms. Diana Katsidis. And shortly, just to introduce the University of Szeged, similarly to Pécs, we are the fourth biggest city in Hungary, and we are situated in the southeastern part of Hungary, approximately 200 kilometers from Budapest. You can reach the capital within a comfortable 2 hours by train or by bus. And we are called the sunniest city of the country, as we are on the south part, close to the Serbian-Romanian border. I'm really sad that I can't share you my presentation, as I have very nice photos and some information. So our university is a research university with 12 faculties, out of 11 faculties are situated in the very city center of Szeged, and one faculty, the Faculty of Agriculture, is located in Hódmezővásárhely, which is a lovely town just 30 kilometers from Szeged. We offer more than 70 international full-time study programs in a broad range of study fields. I don't want to take your time by sharing a lot of data and the statistics with you, but the University of Szeged had a very important year in 2021, as we celebrated 440 years of the establishment of the university and 100 years anniversary that it moved to Szeged. Originally, the university was established in Cluj-Napoca, which is located now in today's Romania. And 100 years ago, it was moved to Szeged. And we have now the slogan that we are 440 years in the service of education and research, and 100 years for the development of our lovely city. Also, I would like to mention that we also have a Nobel laureate, Albert Szent-Györgyi, who won Nobel Prize in 1937. And this year, we are really, really proud of our alumna, Kariko Katalin, who contributed to the development of the mRNA-based vaccines against the coronavirus. So if you visit our webpage, you can find a lot of information about her. And we are really proud of her, as she graduated from the University of Szeged in the 1980s in biology. Just a few facts about the university. We have more than 22,000 students. Out of them, 20% of them are international students who are studying at 12 faculties. At the moment, we have 11 Egyptian students studying within the framework of the Stipendium Hungaricum program. Most of them are PhD students. And I actually collected in my presentation, based on the Stipendium Hungaricum webpage, the different study levels. That's why I'm just looking at my screen. Pity that I can't share it. Maybe you remember that the Egyptian partner supports within the bachelor studies agriculture, engineering, technology, natural sciences, and sustainable development. And as we have the Faculty of Agriculture, agricultural engineering is available for Egyptian students at the University of Szeged. This is a bachelor program. It takes 7 semesters. And we had one student from Egypt who graduated this summer, actually. So you are more than welcome to apply to this program. The second one, yes, the master's studies, agriculture, engineering, technology, and natural sciences is available. We have Faculty of Engineering, where food science and food technology engineering is available. It's a 4-semester long master program. The Faculty of Science and Informatics offers also 4-semester long master programs in biology, chemistry, geography, computer science, and applied mathematics. As my colleagues mentioned before, 4-degree doctorate programs are available for Egyptian students in any field of interest from humanities to economics, to science and informatics, medical sciences. So I would like to encourage you to visit our webpage, to contact me on our email addresses and website, Facebook page, if you would like to get more information about the programs, the requirements. We follow the application do's and don'ts, which is a very well-structured PDF file the Tempus Public Foundation created for the applicants. So we do recommend you to follow the guidelines and the requirements how to apply. Regarding the application requirements to the chosen study program and the language requirements, we do recommend you to visit our webpage, as all the programs are listed there, and you can find under each program the exact requirements, the language certificates we require, also the contact details of the program coordinator who is responsible for the academic part of the program and who can provide you more exact and detailed information about the program. That was my presentation. If you have any questions, I will be here with my colleague Diana until the end of this seminar, and I will share the presentation. And I'm really sorry that we had these technical problems occurred. I hope you still get some hints about the University of Szeged. Thank you.
Yes, we did. Thank you very much for your presentation, and we will wait for the presentations to come and to upload them on the website of the Ministry of Higher Education. Last but not least, we will welcome Mrs. Anna Ola, International Coordinator of the Eötvös Loránd University. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, everyone, and thank you for having us here. I know that my computer is a bit noisy. I apologize for that. So it's practically impossible to introduce a huge science university like ours or like Peter's and Anna Maria's. So we are going to share the task with two of my colleagues, Katalin and Eva. So first I will talk just very briefly about the university in general, and then they will talk a bit more specifically about the two faculties where we have more Egyptian students. So hopefully I will be able to share my screen. I learned this technique from Peter, so I hope he didn't mislead me. Can you see it now? Peter,
yes,
nod.
yes, we can see.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. So, oh, but I'm starting at the almost good. Okay. So my name is Anna Ola, and thank you. And I just want to give you some information about the university. I think I don't need to talk a lot about Budapest. You may know some information about the city, and I highly recommend you to visit, even if you don't apply to our university, or if you don't apply to Hungary. Just come and visit Budapest, and then go to Pécs and Szeged and Debrecen and look around in the country, and then come back to Budapest and look around in Budapest again. You can see that our university is located in the city center of Budapest. I put some little ELTE signs in the city center, so you can see that our faculties, we have 9 faculties, and all of them are located in central districts, so it's really easy to navigate. And yes, just a few words. So ELTE is the oldest continuously operating university in Hungary. It was founded in 1635. And you can see here the faculties we have now. The only faculty we don't have anymore, because it became a separate university, the medical faculty. Now it's known as Semmelweis University. But all the other faculties you can see here are part of the university at the moment. Just a few highlights. So ELTE is the most popular university in Hungary, which means that every 4th applicant in 2020 applied. These are the Hungarian applicants, but it's really a very popular choice within the country. And we have over 100 international programs, mostly in English, but some in German or French or other languages, but mainly in English. And we have at the moment 33,000 students from 109, we have 3,500 international students from 109 countries, sorry. And we have a wide international relations network. And why it's important for the students who are listening to this session is that, of course, you can use the channels in the mobility program. So you can go for an Erasmus or other mobility program to another country for a semester or 2 and visit other parts of the world. So that's pretty cool too. And I wanted to show you this website because this is the source of information in every respect. So you can go to this website, elte.edu, and to the English website, sorry. And then you can find this Find Your Degree program here, and you will find little information, well, detailed information on all the programs like this. So you can find the facts and figures, the program, the structure, the career opportunities, the admission information, and the contact details. It's important because the faculties and the program coordinators themselves will be able to guide you best about the specifics about all the programs. We have, of course, many student services. About these, you can also find information on our website, and we also have a student ambassador program, and they can give you more information about these services as well, what we provide. I just want to highlight that we have dormitories that are available, and we also have a housing service, and they can help you find something if you don't go to a dormitory, which is for the self-funded students. Of course, we have visa support and student mentor system. So we try to cover all needs of international students. Yes, just a few things I put here. It was difficult to choose. I chose the environmental conscious group of the university because I think it's very important nowadays to mention that our university is, of course, participating in every way it can. Let's say in the green movement. We have a group of students with professors who are working on sustainability campaigns at our campuses and in the dormitories as well. And of course, we have art ensemble and some sport facilities, and we have a sports week, which is of course is available for international students. And the library, the ELTE library, is actually oldest library in Hungary, and it's a spectacular place. So again, even if you don't come to ELTE, I highly recommend you to go to the library because it's really beautiful. And I just wanted to give you this very brief introduction, and I would like to ask Katalin to continue the ELTE presentation.
Okay, thank you for your presentation, and thank you for letting us to present our courses at Eötvös University as well. My name is Katalin Schneider from Faculty of Informatics, Computer Science programs. I am the international coordinator, and mostly I will be the first one who you will contact by your application. So I am sharing my screen. I hope I will succeed, because this is the first time I am using Zoom. We are using Teams and other facilities and Skype as well. Can you share, see my screen, or it is not shared yet?
No, it's not shared, and I think we would have a problem with it because the admin should accept it, and right now nobody is answering. So I'm sorry. Would you just send us afterward the presentation so we can upload it?
Maybe
Yes.
Maybe I can share your presentation.
This would be fine. Yes.
Can you? Thank you.
Just a second. I need to find it. Just a second.
Okay.
Find it.
Meanwhile, you are sharing my presentation. I would like to say some information about the Faculty of Informatics. As my colleague has already presented, that Eötvös University can be found in the heart of Europe, in the capital of Hungary, in the city of Budapest. And some words about the history of teaching informatics at Loránd University. In 1969 was the first initiation of teaching informatics at the Faculty of Informatics, and the Institute of Informatics itself was founded in 1984. And the today's former Faculty of Informatics with firstly Departments of Informatics, Cartography and Geoinformatics was founded in 2003. And as my colleague has also presented, we have 9 faculties. 2 faculties, the Faculty of Science and the Faculty of Informatics, are located in the same building structure in the banks of the River Danube. And we also have 2 faculty libraries. As my colleague presented, ELTE University has a large and large faculty, well, not faculty, large library with more than 180 science codices and 2 million titles and over 200,000 journals, and also books and CD-ROMs. And some words about, meanwhile, as I do not know, oh, okay, my presentation is shared. Thank you for your sharing it, and sorry for the technical mailer. As you might see on the screen, we have borrowed the application timeline from Stipendium Hungaricum. So from the middle of March until the end of May 2022 will be the main scope when the faculty entrance examination will be held, and it is important to know that you have to pay attention, even if we find you eligible, and even if we would say that we will accept you after fulfilling the entrance examination. Please note that without sending partner nomination, there will be no entrance examination offered from the Faculty of Informatics. And even if we found you eligible, admission with scholarship can only be based on a decision of Campus Public Foundation. Can we move to the next slide? Thank you. So we have overviewed in a few milestones what kind of steps and what kind of requirements you can face during your faculty entrance examination. So the first milestone is from our point of view is the 28th of February. And after the technical check and the country nomination, sending partner nomination, can applicants start the entrance examination, the faculty entrance examination from the middle of March until the end of May. What can you expect at the entrance examination? We will talk about more details later, but first you have to pay attention that two crucial points are mandatory for every applicant. The first one is Skype interview and the other is an online written exam. Okay, can we move further? Thank you. So the steps of the entrance examination are the following. Of course, there are some prerequisites, technical check and also the sending partner, the sending country nomination. And the entrance examination, you can expect that in every case you will be notified via email. You will be required to give your Skype identificator, Skype ID, and you also have to take part in a Skype interview and later on an online written test. The Skype interview consists of the study of your English language proficiency, because as an entrance examination requirement, we do not need a language exam certificate. Language exam certificate is the graduation requirement, but medium level B complex English language proficiency in oral and in the written form is required from the applicants in order to be able to participate in our online, not online, in our English language tuition. Okay, and from bachelor Skype interview, applicants are required to prove their not only the language exam proficiency, but the capability of their mathematical and logical thinking. And at master course level, applicants are required to fulfill the Skype interview with the English language proficiency, and they can expect some mathematical and programming problems and questions. The online written test, can we go? Thank you. So the online written test is focusing on mathematics on bachelor course and math and programming on master course level. Thank you for, yes, thanks. So the entrance examination requirements at computer science bachelor courses are listed here on the under the hyperlinks. We will share the presentation, and you can also have a look at what kind of requirements are for the applicants at the different levels. We can also have master course entrance examination requirements here. As you see, we are offering master computer science course, full degree studies, and also partial exchange studies in 1-2 semesters. We have 6 specializations. We offer software and service architecture, data science, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and also digital factory. Among of them, digital factory is one of 4 specialization, which is not offered at Lágymányosi campus at Budapest. This is offered at Szombathely campus in different towns. So please pay attention when you apply in case you would like to study digital factory. It is only available at Szombathely. All other specializations are offered at Budapest. Okay. And we also have, offer courses for master cartography, geodesy, and other courses related to cartography. And it is also offered in full degree studies and also in partial and exchange studies for 1-2 semesters. And the next slide, we will see that we are also offering doctoral school of informatics courses, full degree studies, and also partial or exchange studies. The entrance examination, the entrance requirements are available under the hyperlinks. And in the next slide, we have to, I have collected what kind of to-dos and not to-dos can we advise to one who has already arrive to the gate of the Skype interview and also the online written exam. Every applicant who is invited for a Skype interview is invited for 3 times in case of failure, and after the third unsuccessful attempt, the interview results are considered to be failed. We advise you to reply the invitation. We will send you a Skype ID. Be available in time, participate on the interview on time, and we also advise to use your own notebook and check your camera's device, not to be in a situation like me that I am not able to share my screen. And the online written exam will be conducted different services. We also use the Canvas system and other learning aid techniques. And in case you have any questions or need further information, you can contact me under my email address, and I will direct you to the different coordinators dealing with the certain courses. So thank you for your attention, and I'm forwarding presentation to my colleague. Thank you.
Eva, shall I share your presentation, or will you?
Yes, thank you. I'm not sure if I can share it, so I will.
Okay.
Yes, host disabled it, so I cannot share it. So please do.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. So my name is Eva Nagy, and I am an international coordinator of the Faculty of Science. I am here to talk a bit about our entrance procedures. My colleagues have already said a lot about ELTE and about the campus here in Lágymányos, so I'm not going to go into detail about that. But at the Faculty of Science, we have 10 master's degree programs, which you can see on the slide. Basically, it covers every major field of natural sciences. So there is plenty to choose from. And we also have 6 doctoral schools, which have many doctoral programs within the main field of the natural sciences. So what you can see here also branches out into many specializations and many other doctoral programs. Please go to the, thanks. About the application requirements. All of these requirements can be found in the description of each and every one of our programs in the application platforms. So I recommend that you go through that, but here it is briefly. For the master's degree programs, we require that you have a bachelor's degree in a related field. Every program requires a different bachelor's degree, so please be sure to double check it if your bachelor's degree is accepted. We also have the credit numbers listed, and so that way you can see if your previous studies fit the requirements. We also require an English language certificate of at least a B2 CEFR level. It can be any internationally accredited language certificate. You can also submit a certificate that your previous studies were in English completely. So this can be your bachelor's degree, for example. For doctoral schools, a master's degree in a related field is a requirement. It's not as strict as the master's degree, so many more fields can be accepted. It depends on the doctoral school if they accept it or not. So about the English language, it's basically the same as the master's program. You have to have at least a B2 CEFR level or a certificate that your previous studies were completed in English. For the doctoral schools, it's also a requirement that you have a statement of your supervisor, and it is required that you upload this certificate until the 15th of March, except for the doctoral school of mathematics, which is it's not a requirement. For the entrance examination, applicants will be contacted with the details after the nominations for the Stipendium Hungaricum applicants. And for the self-financed applicants, you will be contacted after the application deadline is over, which is going to be in the end of May. There is an online entrance examination for all of our programs, and it slightly varies between programs, but we have an oral interview in each case, and it can be more of an examination or more of a motivational interview. And it also depends on the program, but you can also find this information in the program description. And once you are nominated by the partner, you will be notified of the entrance examination. And if there are thesis or like entrance examination topics, for example, then you will be sent the exact topics that you have to study for. Some master's degree programs and the Doctoral School of Mathematics has also a written entrance examination, which you have to pass in order to be able to participate in the interview itself. Thank you. And this is all that I wanted to say about this. So please check out our website. Be sure to follow the guidelines of Tempus Foundation, and you can also reach me by email if you need to. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anna Ola and team and colleagues, and thank you very much, distinguished guests and panelists for the information. And I think we can all have access on the chat and the Q&A. If you would like just to have a look on the questions and would like to answer any of them, if any questions left, I think we do have a question that was repeated. I think Dr. Farkas would answer it. It's about the postdoctoral scholarships. Are there any programs for the postdoctoral, or it's only till the PhD, so from the bachelor till the PhD? In the different fields of waterborne diseases and medicine, these are the questions we have about postdoctoral.
Currently, we only have the PhD level, but we will see during the next year. It might be extended for postdoctoral level, but right now there is no postdoctoral level within the framework of Stipendium Hungaricum program.
Thank you very much for your answer. But I think students from Egypt could apply on the website of the Ministry of Higher Education, because we have lots of programs for postdoctoral. I think it shouldn't be this bilateral agreement with Hungary. In this case, it could be a scholarship only from the Egyptian side, even to Hungary, if the field of studies are available in the different universities. I don't see further questions that we didn't answer, but I urge our students and participants to send the questions if there's still something we didn't cover in the presentations. I think the presentations were all very rich, and I think most of the questions have been covered, and some of them are asking for the link of the Ministry of Higher Education, and I think our colleague Mr. Hisham would send it. He just is connecting now to the audio. Mr. Hisham, if we can just share the link of the Ministry of Higher Education, and so that our students and our participants could see more information about the calls that are available, and the chances they can get from the Egyptian side. More questions? I think We've covered everything, medicine studies and scholarships from both sides, and more questions. I don't see more questions in the chat or in the Q&A that we didn't answer already. Or my guess, can you see any comments or questions we didn't cover yet?
Yeah, just one thought. I know that that most of the questions related to the study program, which are available and which are not available. But if the applicants start the application process on the website and type in their study program, for example, if you want to study somebody communication and media science, just type in that communication and media science, and he or she will see that is it available or is it not available. If it's available, then she or he will see the universities which are offering this program. That is why I don't want to get into the details with 500 study programs, because that's a lot. So just need to type in to the search box, and they will see.
Yes, we just have now on the chat the website of the Ministry of Higher Education, where they can find all the information needed, and the applications and deadlines and timing and everything. And as we were promised from our guests that we will get the presentations and that will be uploaded on the website of the ministry, so they can have the contacts and the emails, and whenever they have a question to a very specific field, or a question for one of the universities, they can send emails or ask WhatsApp, as we've heard. Even so, I think all the information needed are already we've got this piece of information already, and I don't know if we still have more questions. No, I think.
Dr. Ola, maybe again, some of the participants concerned about the ELTE score for most of the universities. However, I'd like to point out that such scholarships, as is bilateral, as it is on a bilateral agreement, it should be whoever needs to take this scholarship, he has to apply to the Ministry of Higher Education, and the minimum scores for the bachelor degree is 5.5 IELTS, or its equivalent in international IPT TOEFL, as well as for the doctorate as well as the master, we require at least 6.0. That's for the IELTS, or its equivalent in the IELTS in the TOEFL IPT. Maybe that will answer the concern of some of our participants.
Yes, and I think the requirements are already in detail on the website of the ministry, and even on the presentations of our guests. So we can get the information from the both sides. Mr. Hashem, do we have more questions from our attendees, or because we've answered lots of them?
There's another question for the postgraduate students.
Yes, we've answered this.
Is it available? Yes. Is it available only for the Egyptian university staff? No, it's open for even if we still have vacant positions or vacant scholarships, it will be provided for even private schools.
That's very
Okay, I guess these are most of the questions.
Yes, yes, we've answered lots of questions in between. And I think if our students have still have questions, so they can send emails or to the Ministry of Higher Education, and Mr. Shem has already shared the website and where they can get more information. And again, we will get the presentations from our panelists so that they can have everything afterwards.
Okay, and actually this session, it will be recorded. It's already recorded and it will be published on CDM YouTube channel for any further reviews.
So if we don't have more questions, so I would like to ask our panelists very much for your time and for your efforts and for the very valuable information we've got today. Thank you very much, and we will be pleased to welcome you anytime in our office in Vienna, or I would be glad even to get to know you in person as soon as possible. Mr. Hisham, thank you very much for hosting this webinar. And
it is really CDM a pleasure. I mean, to start cooperating with the Hungarian universities. And of course, the Hungarian universities having a lot of reputations, a high reputation here in the Egyptian scholars. And of course, thanks also for Mr. Atella and his continuous support to Central Department of Mission. And for any further questions, please feel free, I mean, to contact us through our website and our contact information. Again, it was great pleasure seeing all of you today. And sorry that maybe it's your weekend. I know that everyone is hurry, I mean, to return back to enjoy weekends. So nice one. And please accept our best regards. Thank you very much, and bye for all.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.